Hey guys, my name is Nitesh. I'm a football coach. I'm doing my UFL license from Scotland, and I started my career when I was in school. I was in 10th class. I was playing for fun, but then when I got into regional and national team, it became a little serious. And then I moved to college, where I played with the college team and the university team. So that's how my career started, and then I moved on to coaching as I want to stay with the sport. So I'm doing my coaching practice as of now. So yeah, that's about me. Okay, so I was training the team which is called Majaz FC. We train in HL ground, and when I came in as a coach, we were an amateur team, and we were playing local leagues. But the kids were around 17, 18 years old. So when I came in, the team was pretty imbalanced, and I had to totally start from scratch. Teaching them every aspect of the game. But to be honest, they were technically good, so it was easy to cope with them. And our main goal was to become one of the best teams in Bangalore, where we could compete in bigger tournaments. So as of now, we're playing in TAL, C Division, and other leagues which are organized in Bangalore. So for me, for me, the main goal is to win the division and move up higher on the table. So yeah, that is what. As a coach, the most important thing is having a game plan for your team. Okay, without which it's not going to work out for the team. So for me, it basically when we started with the team, it was all about having a simple game plan which could be adapted by the players. But then as we keep moving ahead, and bigger challenges come up, stronger team come up, and we are supposed to change our game plan. So for me, it's mainly about position based and try to build attack without losing the ball, because I feel the more touches the player gets, the more confidence he builds, and which overall helps the team win the game. So yeah, when you work for a club, there are a lot of expectations from the owners, from the players, from parents, from your fellow coaches. So yeah, there's one way to deal with it. Start setting your goals within your limits, which you can achieve as of now, and don't promise things which you can't with the current setup or whatever is given to you. So try to go step by step, and there's always pressure from parents and players that sir, I'm not performing, or what is going wrong from my side. But then you'll have to find a way to work it out, and the trust is one of the most important factors which will affect it. So if your players trust you, if they trust the process, it's gonna be good for you. And there's a reason the owners or the stakeholders have taken you, because they believe you can work the way they want you to. And I think, yeah, the pressure is there, but then you always find a way to work it out. When I started, when I thought of taking football as my career, there were obviously problems because I was doing my engineering, and there was very little support from my family, because they were like, "There's no scope in this field," and all those things. So it was pretty tough when I started, but then I tried to find my way out, doing my engineering and trying to play football parallelly, do my license as well. So it has always been a parallel thing running, and now I've taken it full time. So there are always issues and problems, but you should find ways to overcome it, and it worked out well for me, and now they're pretty much in support. So yeah, that's how things are going for me. Now there's an obvious question people ask, what does football give you, or what does football teaches you? I feel football's taught me a lot in life, starting from how to go and take up a situation, or how do you face any challenge, because football is all about challenges, and most important is teamwork. And when you work for something you love, it always works out well, and you're always happy working for it. So overall, football for me has taught me hard work, teamwork, and how to deal with situations or any challenges which come in life. Plus, yeah, the sport always motivates you to work for something. So India, if you see, it's known as a cricketing country because of the level of cricket played here and the team how they perform. But I feel as of now, football is also growing parallelly, and kids are getting aware, and even the parents that how beautiful this sport is. So I feel football in India is growing. Okay, it'll take some time, but it'll develop soon. Now the reason why we are not able to play on the bigger stage are pretty simple. On as in how when we were kids or any kid, how we treat them or how the grassroots work in the country. So I feel the country should focus more on grassroots, try to build a future, wait 4 years, 5 years, start focusing from lower age, and give equal opportunity to players, because there are so many good players who don't get the chance to play. So that is one of the reasons I feel kids who are within the age group 6 to 10 should start should be motivated to take up the sport and give them a hope that they can play for the country. So I think this works out well. So focus on grassroots according to me, and the sport will develop.
Hi, my name is Pankit and I'm from Shillong. I play as a midfielder and I've been playing football since the age of 5. I've played for several local clubs here in Shillong and even in the domestic league here, right from the first division to the Shillong Premier League, and it has been a fun journey for me. Yeah. To me, an excellent player is someone who really loves to pass the ball, who looks for the next person to pass to assist, and to make better opportunities for other players, and to make something out of nothing happen in a game. To me, that's ideal, an excellent player. The adrenaline, the tackles, when you're playing and it's raining and there's a lot of cheering and booing from the fans, and especially when you score a goal, that's the most exciting feeling that you can ever feel while playing football. The best coach in the world, first and foremost, for me would be, first of all, that comes to mind is Pep Guardiola. Yeah, the way he makes a player plays to the best of his capability. And secondly, the best coach that I've worked under was my coach in my under 16s. His name is Aki Nongrom, and he put a lot of confidence in me, made me feel better as a player, and made me want to love football even more. And he made me see football as something very beautiful and exciting, and as to chase after it professionally and play professionally. Put a lot of confidence in myself, pass the ball around, especially as I play in midfield and love pass the ball. Yeah. For me, the main drawback about Indian football is that it's not recognized as a profession, especially in India. But thank God, we can see there's a lot of pressure or a lot of investment in Indian football at the moment right now, especially with the ISL, and thanks to the Reliance company for doing such an amazing job to help footballers, youths here in India grow in the sport. I think so the answer to that question all boils down to family. Here in Shillong, culture is that we love football, and I've been introduced to football by my own family. Maybe in other states, children are introduced to some other kind of sport. That's why they love other kind of sports more rather than football.
Hello
everyone, I'm Krishan S. Lingdo, a player and midfielder, and I've played in 3 tournaments during my school time, and I've also played in some clubs in different divisions within the state. I feel happy and blessed playing football, and till date, I still want to pursue the sport. To be an excellent and fit player, according to my opinion as a player of this sport, you need to work hard, you need to have patience, and one of the most important aspects of guarding of your teammates or your friends who are in a team or plays together, you need to understand one another. The way we pass the ball, how we play the game, the communication during the game, and to be an excellent player or a good player, you need to work hard and also understand your teammates. What brings me joy in playing this sport is that yes, sometimes you get heartbroken when you lose a game, but the most important thing is that not only when you win you'll be happy, but what I enjoy most is regarding my health. You understand, if you're a player, you feel healthy, and mostly what makes me happy about this sport is that how teamwork works. Understanding one another, that is what football has teach me.
Kata ka mga siyam ka football hanga siman ka bangin ka jing so jing mut ka jing teli.
Hi, my name is Eugene Samlingdo. I'm from Shillong, Meghalaya. I'm a professional football player. I played for the national team and for various clubs in the Indian Super League and in the I-League as well. As we all know, football is a universal sport. Likewise, it is the most popular sport in our state, and I grew up playing football because of the affection that the sport has, and it affects other people. The best coach I've worked under, I'd have to say Ashley Westwood. He was my coach at Bangalore FC. He's from England, and I felt that he was a coach that really did bring out the best in me, and not only myself but the whole team. And I felt that he was a coach that knew to balance how to manage a player, whether it's off the field and on the field. So I felt that was very important, and it was something that changed my mind into how a football team works and how coaches work, and then more to football than just training every day. At first, it wasn't easy. You know, I've grown in a generation where books, schoolwork, primary, sports was never an option for means of income. So I felt it very hard to convey to my parents the message that I wanted to become a football player. But nonetheless, after the step I took, my parents were very supportive of the decision I made, and through their blessings, I was able to play football and eventually able to represent my country and play for India in several matches for the World Cup qualifiers, the Asian Cup qualifiers, which was a dream, and I felt that it would have come true if I didn't have taken a step to say that I wanted to quit my studies and play football. I feel Indian football is only growing in the country. After the induction of the ISL, you could see the amount of fan following for football in the country has tremendously increased compared to before, and it's only a good sign for the country. We all know that India is a big country with a population of 1 billion plus. We know that in the future we can be a big powerhouse for football, and it's just that we need to build a culture in society for football and how cricket has been in India. And so it's important for us that we create football in such a way that it's enticing, it's joyful, and it gets people glued to the game. The BB League in Shillong, I feel, was the most important step taken by the MFA. For me, growing up playing football wasn't so easy. I didn't have the opportunity to play competitive games every weekend, but kids these days, through the BB League, have got an opportunity. And what is even more important is that you see the parents getting excited, encouraging the kids to play, encouraging the kids to join a team to play. So this will only help benefit the state, the country as a whole, and football in the country. Football, as you know, it is a sport that is very enticing, very captivating, and you could see it all around the world, where fans and their respective football clubs and how passionate they are and how a game changes the emotions of a single fan. And likewise here, even in Shillong, we have quite a big following of football, where even the local clubs have a lot of fans coming to the grounds to watch them play, and it creates a lot of joy, and it creates memories for a lot of kids. I'm one of them who has grown up to football in Shillong, and I've been a witness of what a football can do to a football fan. And I am playing football because I am one of those fans when I was a kid.